Let's say you have a victim that has a severed artery in their arm. You will first apply gloves before coming in contact with the victim to protect yourself from bloodborne pathogens. You will then take a piece of sterile gauze and apply it over the exposed wound. If the gauze becomes too saturated with blood, you can apply as many pieces of gauze as you need to. Just don't take off that first one because it's like ripping off a scab. You will then take an elastic bandage roll and wrap it around the piece of gauze. That will continue to apply pressure without you having to actually push down over the wound. You will then tie it off, and it should apply all the pressure you need without it, but then you will have to check to make sure that they still have circulation. If they don't have circulation, then the band-aid's on too tight and you need to redo it. If for whatever reason you cannot get the bleeding to stop and it continues to a point of becoming a concern or a life-threatening, you can then take a tourniquet if one is around or provided to you. If you do not have a tourniquet, you can create one out of a shoelace or a belt, and you would place it about 2 inches above the wound, not directly on the wound, but above it, and it will actually do the same thing as the gauze bandage would and keep pressure on it, but you do it from up here to stop that artery, that blood flow artery, to keep the victim from bleeding out. You would then check to make sure again that they have, circulation. If not, then you need to reposition it and redo it. You will then take them to an emergency room.